Well, guys, I'm really bummed out today. Today, of course, being Friday, this is your Friday video report because, I really, really want to win the charity play of the week. To me, that was just a huge, huge disappointment on Thursday. I turned to Derek Mancini, and listen, I'm not blaming Derek Mancini. You see, and I told you the red hot roll that he had been on for the past 5 weeks with those particular plays. I think it was a 30 or 40 dimer yesterday as well. And to be honest with you, I went with Derek because the consensus play, as I was watching all the handicappers, including Anthony Red, and has there been a hotter guy than A Red here over the past 2.5 months? All of them on the Minnesota Golden Gophers last night in the NET championship game. Then they go out and commit 22 turnovers. Just couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. What a horrific performance and a blowout loss. I mean, at one time they were down by like 29 points early in the second half. Stanford just rolled in that game. Because again, I want to win these charity plays of the week. And I know that may sound strange because, we give away so many you have these plays and so much money. But my goal will remain the same, and I will continue to do this on a weekly basis. I want to give away a play of a top handicapper who's on a hot run. Doesn't matter what the cost, I'm going to keep giving it away for free. And then what I hope is that you, out of the goodness of your heart, will go ahead and make a donation if the play happens to come through to my particular charity of the week the following day. And unfortunately, that didn't. And FYI, just in case you're wondering, by the way, guys, my wife and I believe in I don't, it's a funny thing. Some people want to give all their money to one particular group, and there's nothing wrong with that. I believe in just spreading it around. So every charity I talk about, and even the ones like today was one that was going to go to a young man in his early 20s who was shot in a holdup attempt and paralyzed from the neck down. It just broke my heart when I read the story. My wife and I give to every single one of these charities, whether you hear about them or not. And then as a company, we also give to them as well because Steve Budin, we started doing that charity giveaways years ago to paralyzed veterans of America, which was a big favorite charity of his father who passed away a few years ago. Again, as I tell you guys, this is the fun and games department. What we do, it's gambling. There's no guarantees, but it sure is the fun and games department. And, but there's a greater good that we should all aspire to. That's enough of my sermonizing today. My father used to go to work all the time and said some days he had to turn around his collar and listen to confessions. Other days he had to get the Louisville Slugger out of the back seat and beat the hell out of people and knock some sense into them. I think there's some wisdom there in that statement. Anyway, this is going to be your Friday video report. Listen, I've got a free pick coming up in just a moment on Milwaukee and Cleveland in the NBA, plus a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $20 off a single purchase today. Derek lost that play yesterday. What can I tell you? He's still won 18 of the last 25 days, and he's on a 26-11 run the past 37 days. And despite losing yesterday, $10 better is still up exactly $4,000 in 37 days. Unfortunately, his number came up last night, and it wasn't a winning number. Anthony Red lost last night with the play on Minnesota Golden Gophers as well. Anthony Red's number, 66-37 the past 72 days, 1,037 dimes of net profit, meaning a $10 better has won $10,372 in that stretch. However, guys, I tell you the good and the bad. He has now lost 3 straight days. He hasn't lost a hell of a lot in the past 9 weeks, 10 weeks, but still, I wanted to point that out. Tonight, big play from him, 60-dime NBA winner number 3 in a row, dog play of the year. That's going from A-Red this evening. Craig Davis did not get hit by the upset bug last night. Winning day number 11 out of 15. He's going for today after cashing in last night with a 30-dime winner on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Coming back from a double-digit deficit to take care of business and toying with the LA Lakers. That was on the heels of a 20-dime play the night prior, I think, on Washington State against Pittsburgh in the CBI Championship Series Game 2 of that tournament. $10 better has won $7,255 the past 58 days following Craig's advice. The past 37 days, they've won $5,745. So there are still a lot of hot handicappers, including Jeff Benton, 15 out of 20 winning days, including 9 out of 10. In that stretch, a $10 better has won $5,220. 20-dime dog shocker tonight, 50-27 run with 20-dime releases after cashing with Stanford last night. Listen, your money-saving discount coupon code today is going to be DICE20, DICE20, D-I-C-E, and the number 20, D-I-C-E, and the number 20. That'll save you $20 off a single purchase. Your free pick today, guys, and what the hell, I can't even remember what my own free pick record. What am I on? 27-16 run the past 6 weeks with the free picks. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks as a road favorite tonight, minus, oh my gosh, up to 5 points now some places. It was 3 early this morning, but listen, there's a reason Milwaukee should take care of business against Cleveland. I've come to the conclusion that you ride Milwaukee against any team that doesn't have any interior post presence, and that's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Listen, they're coming off an 87-75 loss at home to Detroit 3 nights ago, they were at Philadelphia. A team similar to Milwaukee, loves to run the floor, doesn't have any big post players. With their center, Steve Hall's just coming back from an Achilles injury that cost him most of the season. What happened? Philadelphia ran away with that game, 103-85. Milwaukee, similar to Philly in terms of the style. They get hammered when you go against a team that can rebound, like they got hammered by the Celtics recently, like they lost to the Knicks recently. But you ride them when they can play the run and gun up-tempo style that they're successful with, and that's why I'm going with the Bucks in this particular game. They're coming off a 108-101 win at home against the Atlanta Hawks a couple of nights ago. Remember their last road game against a Charlotte team that had no post presence in the paint. They won that game by 20 points on the road. Prior to that, they beat up the Portland Trail Blazers, 116-87 on the road. Before that, they beat up the Golden State Warriors on the road, 120-98, and Monta Ellis is getting more and more comfortable with Scott Skiles' offensive schemes as the Bucks are making a late charge for a postseason bid. Meanwhile, Cleveland has lost 7 of its last 9 against the spread, losing 8 of those 9 games overall. Last 4 losses coming by a average margin of 17 points. Again, Milwaukee is your freebie. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again Saturday morning when we got that little thing called the Big Dance coming to the final 4 games there on your schedule. Talk to you again on Saturday.